Mr. Toops with the Friday Night Light music playing in the background. Mr. Toops loves the band. Hey, today we're going to do Star Review 3 Part 1, the favorite part of your week, because Star Reviews give you more, that's right, power. Okay, let's open this up to Star Review 3, and it's going to be so much fun. Don't know if y'all can contain all your fun. Let me turn the music off. And let's start up, okay? This is the same stuff you've done the first 2 weeks. So this is the last time I'm going to do this with you. Okay, so let's go to number 1. Okay, on number 1. Now then something new is over here, the slope's over here, okay? But on number 1, we got y equal 3. This will only cross the y-axis, won't it? So I'm going to put a dot on my y-axis at 3, and if it's y, it's horizontal. This should start clicking in, and that's line number 1. Make sure you label your line. And now that we're going to not put in the slope yet, because I'm going to tell a story, let's look at number 2, x equal -1. On number 2, it only crosses the x-axis, and it crosses at -1. So I've got a line right here that's going to go straight up and down. And that's going to be my line number 2. Okay, and right here I got y equal x minus 2. I'm going to put my slope as 1 because there's nothing in front of the x. It's actually 1 over 1, right? Up 1, right 1. And my y-intercept is going to be -2. And let me do this in another color. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw a dot at -2 on the y-axis, right here. And then my slope tells me to go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. I'm going to draw a lot of dots on this. So for this dot right here, I'm going to go up 1, right 1, and I'm going to keep drawing dots until I go off the grid. Okay, so I have all these dots. Now then, how would I go backwards? To go backwards, I'm not going to go up and right, I'm going to go down and left. So from this dot, go down and left. So we have an array of dots going all the way across. If your slope is 1, you're going to go through every single grid point. So connect the dots. And this is going to be my line 3 in it. Now then, let's look at these 2 slopes. Y'all got to get this down. This is the way I tell the story. If this were a ladder and you were to go left to right, you would have a positive slope, wouldn't you? If this were a ladder and you were to go left from right, you would have a negative slope. This ladder goes up, this ladder goes down. Look at this flat ladder. Would you go up or down? Think about that, okay? You could put this ladder, don't draw this, but you could put this ladder, let me get a color that's not used here, let's do pink, between this building and this building, right? Let's say these are 2 buildings on fire. You could put this ladder here and you could go across the ladder like a bridge, couldn't you? Does everyone get that? You would not be going up or down though, you would just be going flat, wouldn't you? Since you're going flat and you can use the ladder, your slope is 0. So a flat line has a slope of 0. Let me put that in purple because that's your... Now then, think about a ladder that goes straight up and down. If you took a ladder and put it flat against the wall and tried to climb up it, okay, would it work? Okay, once you get up it, the ladder's going to fall back down, you'll fall down, right? You can't climb up a ladder that goes straight up and down on the wall because you'll fall down. This right here would have no slope, or it's undefined. So write down, you could write down no slope, or you could write down undefined. Okay, so if the line goes straight up and down, and let me put that in red, it's no slope or undefined. Do this in the right color so it matches up. Okay, so the slope here, you could write down no slope or undefined. I will take either one. And on this one, let me do it in green. The slope was 1 over 1 and the y-intercept was -2. So now we have these dots, don't we? Now then, let's go through and dot our grid points, okay? So let's dot the grid points in purple. I'm going to have this one, and this one. Now then on this one, this is the height and this will be our base. So put B right here for base and put H right here for height. Since this is a slope of 1, you're going to notice something about these countless bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My base is 6. And this is a right triangle again. Sorry about that. Also, my height, if you look at your height, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if your slope is 1 and you got 2 lines that are flat and vertical, your base and height will be the same. Now then, to get the area, remember we do 1/2 times 6 times 6. So 6 times 6 is 36, half of 36, that's going to be 18 in it. Now then, let's go through and do the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem is going to be 6 squared plus 6 squared equals c squared, right? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. 6 squared plus 6 squared equals c squared. So 6 squared plus 6 squared equals c squared. That's going to turn into 36 plus 36 equals c squared, which turns into 72 equals c squared. Now then, when you get right here, last year you learned to use the square root symbol, right? And I need to get the square root of 72, so I'm going to open up a calculator because I can't do that in my brain. Where is the calculator? Right there. I'm going to punch 72, and then I'm going to hit the square root button, which hopefully is on here somewhere, right here, and I get 8.4 or 8.5. So remember, the square root of 72 is between 8 times 8 is 64, 9 times 9 is 81. This is going to be between 64 and 81, wouldn't it? And it's going to be 8, that 4 is going to round to 5. So this is going to turn into 8.5, or 8 5/10. Now then, we want to get the perimeter, so we're going to do 6 plus 6 plus 8 5/10. So 6 plus 6 plus 8 5/10, and that's going to be what, 20 5/10 is my perimeter. Okay, notice the same thing. The first 3 weeks, y'all got to get used to this, and these slopes right here are extremely important. A flat line has a 0 slope. A vertical line has a no slope. Make sure that is clicking. Remember, you are awesome. Always believe in yourself. My favorite picture here. You are awesome.